Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Goffstown High School's women's lacrosse game against the Kennett High School Eagles. And if you were lucky enough to join in early, you got to see that it is senior night for the Goffstown Grizzlies, giving them a chance to celebrate their seniors and wishing them the best of luck as they go on into their season. In summer, we are going out to the first draw here. We have Mia Brissett, Ella Coletti, and looks like Trinity Lunn out on the circle. To open up our game. To any of the Kennett parents watching, I apologize. I don't have a roster, so I will do my best in kind of calling out numbers and getting those players notarized. And Mia Brissett up and wins. Ball's out. Checked out. And caused turnover there by Ella Coletti and a ground ball. Nice job. Grizzlies moving into their offensive set. Ella Coletti bring the ball down through X. Looks like a sphere call there. Grizzlies will be able to start into their motion set here. Morgan Dodge, one of our celebrated seniors, with the ball. Peyton Duff, another. Ball moved down to Ella Coletti. Good patience here by the Grizzlies. Again, trying to give everybody a touch just to be able to get everybody comfortable. Paige Winters with the drive. And pushed up. Peyton Duff trying to find an entry point. Good collapsing defense there by the Eagles. Good look inside. Morgan Dodge with the ground ball. And let's see, ball's on the ground, bouncing around. Number 4, Mia Brissett with the ground ball. Good job keeping possession for the Grizzlies. Ball moved to X. Good patience here by the Grizzlies on their opening set, opening offensive possession here. Paige Winters with the ball, moved up top to Trinity Lunn. Scanning inside, over to Ella Coletti, looking for that entry point. Nice opening in the middle, able to cut through. Delayed flag and a shot. And backed up by the Grizzlies. Nice job by Ella Coletti there to see the opening and being able to take that shot just a little bit high. Delayed flag gave her an opportunity to still be able to shoot. So when you see the referee raise their flag like that, they're letting the offensive play continue. And as long as a shot occurs, then the play continues on. If Ms. Coletti wasn't able to take that shot, she would have gained an 8-meter shot. Grizzlies back with the ball. Patience looking inside. No pressure on the outside right now. That gives the Grizzlies a chance to look for some of those open cutters. Nice open cutter on the inside there. Grizzlies again showing a lot of patience here. Looking for that right opportunity. Early in the game, 0-0, no reason to rush here. Kennett with a cross turnover there, and good ground ball, moving the ball up the field, pushing the ball up the field. 22 with the ball. Good check there by Paige Winters. Kennett able still to scoop that ball up. Number 24 looking for a dash inside, shot, and score. Number 24 for Kennett. Kennett being able to bring the ball right down the field, put one right up on the board.
Kennett goal scored by number 24, Letty Zip.
And that was Letty Zip from Kennett for the Eagles, putting the Eagles up 1-0. Fast pace there for Kennett. So time of possession, dominated by the Grizzlies there, and Kennett, for less than 30 seconds, already put one up on the board. Mia Brissett popped it out to herself. Draw win for Mia Brissett. And the Grizzlies looking to be able to go down the side here. Ball pushed through X. Trinity Lunn with the ball. Ball pushed back through X. Cutter through the middle. Good base defense here by the Kennett Eagles. So you notice all those sticks are up. That cuts down a lot of the passing lanes. Makes it harder to feed that ball through the inside. Good base defense, good discipline by them. Ball over to Trinity Lunn. Tries the corner, goal line extended. Tries the corner. Good collapsing defense by the Eagles. Ball pushed back to Paige Winters. Cycling around, Ella Coletti. And Kennett with the ball. Good cause turnover there by Morgan Dodge. Gets the ball back for the Goffstown Grizzlies. Feed inside. And just a misconnection there, unfortunately, for the Grizzlies. Good look inside. And looks like we had a push call. The official had a push call there, and then the crease stopped the play. So the Grizzlies retain possession. Ball up to Peyton Duff. Tries downside. Gets inside. And the Grizzlies were in the crease there, so that ball goes over to Kennett. Morgan Dodge just missed on that ground ball opportunity, and Kennett again pushing the ball up the field. Really good transition work last time, being able to push towards that net. 22 with the ball. See if she goes to cage or if she looks for any delayed cutters here. Down to X and giving Kennett a chance now to get into their base offense really for the first time today. And Kennett, similar to the Grizzlies, just trying to get the ball around, get everybody a couple touches here, get your offensive players comfortable with seeing the ball and ready to move. Pressure out there by Thea Susi. Dislodged it, just couldn't come up with it. Number 3 trying to drive, find an entry point for Kennett. Good collapsing defense there by the Grizzlies. A little bit of an extension call called there on number 20, Laura Cuddy. It looks like that's out by the 12, though. Good look inside. And goal by number 11. 24 to number 11.
Haley Burke from Lenny Zip. Kennett goal scored by number 11. Haley Burke, assisted by Lenny Zip.
You hear on our announcers there, we had a goal by Haley Burke, number 11. And Letty Zip already 2 points in the game with a goal and assist, being extremely active for the Kennett Eagles. So the Kennett Eagles are up 2-0 on the Goffstown Grizzlies. Really important game for both teams right now in terms of playoff seedings. The Eagles coming in here, losing to Oyster River, and having a 5-6 record. And the Goffstown Grizzlies at 4-10. This has huge implications for maybe that 9th seed going into the playoffs for the Division II round. Draw control win by Mia Brissett, and unfortunately the Grizzlies threw that one away. And Kennett with the ball, trying to push the ball back up the field. And nice job. Cause turnover by Peyton Duff. Drive to the cage. Can she put it away? And she does. Peyton Dodge, number 21, unassisted on the turnover. Great job. Great hustle play on that redefend.
Grizzlies goal scored by Peyton Duff.
Great redefend there by Peyton Duff, being able to catch that pass. Again, taking opportunity to cut that pass off for the fast action that Kennett's shown already, trying to push the ball up the field. Good turn of reversal of fortune there, cutting that down to a 1-goal lead for Kennett. Ella Coletti, Trinity Lunn, and Mia Brissett back on the draw circle. .5:29 left here in the first quarter. Ball pushed up. And Trinity Lund with the draw control. And hold call on Black, so it'll be white ball. Trinity Lund with the ball. And over to Peyton Duff. And the Grizzlies into their offensive set. Ball pushed up top. Peyton Duff seeing if she can get by her first. And a little bit of contact there called by the officials. Grizzlies retain the ball. Self-start. Again, great hustle play already all the way around here in the first quarter by number 24. Looked like a good check there by Kennett, but it was last touch by them, so the Grizzlies retain possession. Mia Brissett trying to come around goal line extended. Curls across the top, and goal. From 21. Yep. So Mia Brissett with a goal.
Scored by Mia Brissett, assisted by Peyton Duff.
Nice job by the Grizzlies there. Mia Brissett back in action, coming around that goal left-handed. I can comfortably say I know that's not her dominant hand, so great to see her going off stick side there. Rolling that cage, way to tuck that, and Beta will finish that ball home. Great job. Ball's up. Draw control to Mia Brissett. And Grizzlies again showing a lot of ball control here in this first quarter. Gabby Millis with the ball. Ball out to Peyton Duff, met by 3 defenders. Peyton Duff looking to drive that side. And a little bit of a push and extension there. That will allow Peyton Duff to gain the 8-meter line. Tough angle here. See if she chooses to take the shot or pass it off. Drive into the cage, tucks it. And saved by the Kennett goalie. Great ground ball by Abby Dubrio. And another ground ball there by Peyton Duff. See if she rolls the corner. Looks into Mia Brissett. Shot over the top of the cage. Just missed. Almost had the Duff-Brissett connection again for 2 goals in a row. Abby Dubrio with the backup. Pushed over to Gabby Millis. Ball's at X. A little bit of pressure here now by Kennett behind the cage. Ball pushed over to Trinity Lund. Looks inside and tipped. And the turnover by Trinity Lund there. See if the Grizzlies can get it back. Tried to feed that inside. Sticks were able to knock that down. And Kennett with the ball. Seeing if they can push. Right now, all evened up. Let's see if they can take their matchups one-on-one. Good 2-man game there by Eagles. Just missed that opportunity. Number 6, it broke free. Rolls the cage, and a goal. Unassisted, number 22. Emma Zidzik. I apologize to the parents at home. That's not an easy last name. We're going to go with Zidzik.
Kennett goal scored by number 22, Emma Zidzik.
That puts the Kennett Eagles up 3-2 here with 1:57 left here in the first quarter. Good battle back and forth here. So the Grizzlies, again, retaining possession, taking a patient approach. The Kennett Eagles really getting a lot of things in unsettled play and unsettled transition here. Let's see how the Grizzlies adjust and respond here. Ball squirted around. And we're going to have an empty call there on White. That will be Kennett possession. Ball pushed up. And again, Kennett's been living in that unsettled play. Some delayed cutters here. A little bit of a swing there. Looks like some contact with the goggles. Peyton Duff will be sitting for 2 minutes here for contact to the head. That penalty comes at 1:20. So Peyton Duff there with some head contact, 2-minute penalty here, and that can carry over into the next period. So penalties here for high school lacrosse, anytime that happens, they do have to sit for the full time served. So that'll run 40 seconds at least into the next half. All right, I'm sorry, next quarter. So girl advantage here for the Kennett Eagles. See if they can take advantage, find that open space. Shot and goal. Number 3, unassisted. That's Isabel Frechette. Nice rip. Isabel Frechette, nice rip, top shelf. Taking advantage of the girl up opportunity. And again, if this is where girls lacrosse, sometimes a little bit of runs can happen here. So having a girl up advantage here, scoring that early in the girl up advantage, they get possession off the draw, they could go back at it again. All right, Mia Brissett back on the draw. Ball squirted up. And Trinity Lund popped it out. Draw control win by Trinity Lund. And under a minute here left in the first quarter. And Morgan Dodge with the touch. Over to Trinity Lund. Up to Mia Brissett. Play call here from the Grizzlies. Let's see if they can get into their offensive set to make it happen. Good check there again by number 24. All over the place. Great quarter for her today. Paige Winters, seeing if she can test that middle. And 12 seconds left here. See if the Grizzlies go to the cage. Not aware of the clock. Morgan Dodge with the ball, trying to drive through. Looks like she got a block call there, so it looks like she will gain the 8-meter line. All right, 2 seconds left here in the quarter. Morgan Dodge on the 8-meter line. And big stick save there by the Kennett goalie to retain that 2-goal advantage. Tough break there for the Grizzlies, trying to be able to see if they can get in there right at the end. All right, we're going to step away for a few minutes here. Here, Goffstown Grizzlies are down by 2, losing 4-2 to the Kennett Eagles. We will be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody, to our girls lacrosse contest between the Kennett Eagles and your Goffstown Grizzlies, where we find our Grizzlies down 4-2 right now, going into the second quarter. The Grizzlies are still a girl down. That penalty will carry over here into the second quarter for another 40 seconds, so that'll release at 11:20. So, again, the penalty releases at 11:20. All right, and out to the draw circle, we have Mia Brissett, Ella Coletti, and Trinity Lunn. Ball's up, and Mia Brissett pops it out. And ball's in, squirting around, and good ground ball there by Abby Dubriel. Good fight there by the Goffstown Grizzlies. Look inside. Just missed on that shot. Abby Dubriel to Paige Winters just missed on that shot. And with that feed inside, Goffstown retains possession. Trinity Lund looks inside. Mishandle there. Grizzlies finding some feeders inside. Ground ball by Mia Brissett, and she just takes charge and gets it herself. Good ground ball by Mia Brissett, and goal for number 4. Nice to have Mia Brissett back.
Goffstown goal scored by number 4, Mia Brissett.
Grizzlies are getting some good looks inside. We had 2 good looks inside there. Grizzlies got to catch that ball and be able to put that right in, but let's keep up that offensive pressure. All those looks are there. Let's keep going. And Grizzlies should be at full strength. And Mia Brissett pops it right up to herself. Draw control win for Trinity Lund. She sees a lane, see if she pushes here. No cutters. Trail check, come behind. Nice job by the Grizzlies keeping the ball. Getting right into their offensive set. Good draw control work here for the Grizzlies. Again, Mia Brissett has taken the bulk of the draws this season. Had a little bit of a lapse in the middle. Unfortunately, she had to miss a couple games, and you can see the impact she has right away here as she returns. Peyton Duff with the ball, seeing if she can direct in one direction. Finds a lane and draws shooting space. So again, for those at home, shooting space is when a defensive player obstructs the path to the goal, not allowing the shooter to be able to shoot. So number 25 just kind of went into that 8-meter zone, fan, and shot. 8-meter goal by Peyton Duff. Nice job there by the senior here on senior night for the Grizzlies. And that ties it up here, 4-4 with 10:15 left in the second quarter. So again, the Grizzlies have pretty much had most of the time of possession and still find themselves in a tie ball game here. They can kind of keep some control of the ball here and keep the rhythm that they've just found. Allows them to push forward. Mia Brissett back out at the draw. And number 22, which is Emma Zitzik. Ball's up. And draw control win there by number 24, Letty Zip. Ball over to Isabella Frechette. Pushed inside. Kennett seeing if they could get that quick goal. Again, they've been able to take advantage of some of the unsettled play, not giving the Grizzlies a chance to kind of mark up. But now we're in some settled defense here. Let's see if the Grizzlies can cause a turnover. Delayed call. So that's a 3-second call on the Grizzlies. So kind of like basketball inside the paint, when there's a defender just hanging out inside the paint for too long, they can't not be marked up on someone. Very similar to our 8-meter fan, that inner blue fan that you guys see there on the TV. So defenders can't just stay in there. They have to be marked up within a stick length of a girl. Grizzlies pushing out on some defense here. Good patience here by Kennett. Zitzik pushed right through. And saved by McKenna Kelly. Nice job by the Grizzlies. Ball out to Laura Cuddy. See if the Grizzlies can get a successful clear here. Ball pushed up and thrown into traffic, and turnover there for the Grizzlies. Nice job, Amelia Cole with a caused turnover. Nice check, being able to get the ball back to the Grizzlies, and that was a ground ball for Peyton Duff. Ball pushed up the side here to Mia Brissett. See if they can get a successful clear, and the Grizzlies do. And again, just be very complimentary here of number 24, Letty Zip. But she has a motor that has not stopped since the opening whistle. She chased down Mia Brissett, who had a 10-yard head start there. Peyton Duff trying to drive the middle. Looks back inside to Ella Coletti. Save by Kennett goalie. Great idea. Great look for the goal for the Grizzlies. Just not able to cash in there. Again, Grizzlies are getting good looks inside. Just got to be able to finish off. Lily Connor with the ball. And ball pushed back up top. Peyton Duff seeing if she can find an entry point. Early double team. Cutters were covered up, coming through. Good cut there by Lily Connor. Nice job, Peyton Duff to Lily Connor. Great cut.
Grizzlies goal scored by Lily Connor, assisted by Peyton Duff.
You knew that at least some point here for the Grizzlies, all those looks inside, one of them had to cash in here eventually, and it finally did there. Peyton Duff into Lily Connor. Great throw and catch. Way to put that in the back of the net. And that gives your Grizzlies their first lead of the day here at 7:24 in the second quarter. Grizzlies are starting to put some things together here. Mia Brissett back out on the draw. Ball popped up. And that's a draw control win for Kennett. Kennett patiently getting into their offensive set. Emma Zizik with the ball. Up to Isabella Frechette. Trying to see if she can test that middle, find an entry point. Good collapsing defense there by the Grizzlies. Shot and save, McKenna Kelly. And ball's on the ground. That looked like an empty check there. Good job by McKenna. Is that McKenna Fisher? McKenna Fisher. McKenna Fisher looking to be able to push this ball up the field. Eyes up, finds Trinity Lund. And eyes up, finds Lily Connor. And goal. Trinity Lund to Lily Connor. That's how you push the ball up the field. The ball moves faster than the girl, and it pays off.
Lockdown goal scored by Lily Connor, assisted by Trinity Lund.
Nice job by the Grizzlies being able to push transition. And with that little bit of a run there by the Grizzlies, the Kennett Eagles look to call timeout here and be able to see if they can change some things up. So we're going to step away here for a minute. We have 6:21 left here in the second quarter, and your Grizzlies are now up 6-4 over the Kennett Eagles. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody, from that timeout. And again, we find ourselves here at 6:21 in the second quarter, where your Goffstown Grizzlies have now taken the lead and gave themselves a 2-goal cushion here, 6-4, over the Kennett Eagles. All right, back out to the draw. And Mia Brissett squirts it out forward. And Trinity Lund with the draw control. See if she can push some offense here. That was a nice race down the side there. Again, Trinity Lund and Letty Zip. No problem calling her name out all day, Letty Zip, the amount of hustle that she's shown today. Great job on that Kennett player. Ball down the side. Looks like Goffstown again will play a little bit of patience here, which they've done. It gives them an opportunity to find that right look. And Grizzlies pushing to get the ball around. Peyton Duff trying to find an entry point. Collapsed. And ball pushed to X. Peyton Duff takes it herself and saved by the Kennett goalies. It scored out. Is it an opportunity? Great ground ball there. Who is that? That's Peyton Duff. Way to get in there, take her own shot, and follow up with a ground ball. Just like basketball, following up with your own rebound. Great job. Great individual effort there to retain possession for the Grizzlies. See if she can find some cutters. Ball pushed up top. A little bit of an overthrow there for Trinity Lund. Finds an entry point. And looks like that was checked or a hold. What do we got? Let's see, crossbody check there on the Kennett Eagles, and Trinity Lund drawing an 8-meter opportunity. So right on the center hash, again, this is the best opportunity for a shooter. They get the whole cage to look at. Trinity Lund shot, goal. 8-meter goal for Trinity Lund. Puts the Grizzlies up 7-4.
Goffstown goal scored by Trinity Lund.
Nice job by the Grizzlies trying to push inside there. Again, drawing a little bit of contact that gets them right on the 8-meter line, which gives them that opportunity to shoot the goal. Again, Grizzlies showing great patience with their offense, giving everybody a chance to get some touches, and then properly getting the ball there inside. All right, back out to the draw, 4:23 here in the second quarter. Grizzlies are up 7-4. Ball squirted up, and Mia Brissett knocks it down. Can she get it? And Mia Brissett with the draw control win. Great scrap and fight there. And there's that name again, Letty Zip. What a surprise, being right there for that back check. Trinity Lund with the ball. And looks like the Grizzlies are just going to kind of patiently get into their offense here. Trinity Lund looks inside, finds Ella Coletti, and that's fair call. That should put Miss Coletti right on the 8-meter line. Again, Grizzlies getting some good looks inside. Center hash, this gives her the most cage to look at. Shot coming. And there was a, yep, so that play there, it was a sphere call, and so there was a delayed call by the official, which allowed the shooter still to shoot. Ella Coletti shot there. Found its way to the back of the net, so they let that as a continuation and play on. So that gives Ella Coletti a goal. Great job, individual effort to get in deep and put that home. So your Grizzlies now here on a 6-goal run when they found themselves down quickly early in the game. Ball's up. Good battle here. Ella Coletti with the draw control win. See if she can find some space here. Sometimes some offensive players, when they get that, they break the seal on that goal, they get that offensive feel. Let's see if she can get over in the front of the cage. Eyes are up and looking for cutters, Ground ball there by Ella Coletti. Finds Trinity Lund. And they're going to call a illegal screen. Or a block. Yep, so illegal screen there by the Grizzlies and turnover there going over to Kennett. So for picks and screens in girls lacrosse, you have to be in the visual field of the player that's about to be picked. She just can't be blindsided picked. Ball pushed inside, number 15, shot, and backed up there by Thea Susi. Again, Kennett trying to take advantage of that unsettled play, which has been a positive for them this whole game. And turnover there for the Grizzlies a couple times this season. So again, when the ball goes out of bounds, you have to establish yourself in play, which means you have to come in and pause. You can't just run directly in from out of bounds or throw it in from out of bounds. So that's what that turnover was there for the Grizzlies. And Kennett has the ball here with 1:35 left in the second quarter. Good tip, Mia Brissett. Caused turnover by Mia Brissett, and good ground ball there by Laura Cuddy. Pushed up to Peyton Duff. Let's see if the Grizzlies can push this ball. Ball up the side. Ella Coletti over to the middle. Shot. And saved by the Kennett goalie there. Shot by Trinity Lund. Ella Coletti, good job looking inside. And Kennett pushing the ball up the field again. And Kennett patiently getting into their offensive set here, seeing if they can utilize the clock here and be able to trim this to a 3-goal lead. Great way to go into the half with a little bit of momentum here, if they can do it. Defense pushed out by Amelia Cole. A little bit too much contact. And looks like some head contact there. Amelia Cole, 2-minute penalty with head contact. So that'll carry over into the next half. So we're at 31 seconds on that penalty. And Kennett with a shot. And backed up by the Eagles. That stops. The clock stops. And nice feed there. Great save by McKenna Kelly right on the doorstep. She tried to get that ball up the field really quickly. Turnover here. And that stops. Extension there. So that'll put Kennett on the 8-meter line here with 5 seconds left. Again, talked about it before. Kennett would love to put one on the board here, gain a little momentum going into the half. Number 11, that's Haley Burke. Haley Burke finds that off-stick side on McKenna Kelly, and that is a goal for number 11, Haley Burke.
Kennett goal scored by number 11, Haley Burke.
That'll leave 2 seconds here left on the clock before halftime. Nice goal there for Kennett to be able to stop the bleeding on that 6-goal run that the Grizzlies had. Cut their deficit to 3 with 2 seconds left here going into halftime.
No, run the clock when the whistle goes. I think don't do the horn yet. Give him a chance.
Mia out and draw control win for Mia Brissett with 2 seconds left. Nice individual effort there by Mia Brissett. So we are taking a 7-minute halftime here. Your Goffstown Grizzlies are in the lead 8-5 over the Kennett Eagles. And we will see you at the beginning of the third quarter, and we will be back.
The Goffstown Shuttle is a comfortable and easy way for Goffstown residents to secure transportation for a variety of needs, and it's completely free. The Manchester Transit Authority is pleased to partner with the town of Goffstown to provide curb-to-curb transportation to the residents of Goffstown. We strive to bring an enjoyable riding experience that helps those in need of transportation. All Goffstown residents are welcome to utilize the Goffstown Shuttle, completely free of charge. Everything from getting groceries to needing a ride to medical appointments, Goffstown Shuttle has you covered. All buses are ADA accessible and people of all ages are welcome. Priority will be given to those over the age of 62 as well as those going to medical appointments. You are welcome to bring someone along for the ride if you would like to have a family member or friend with you. Passenger destinations are permitted within Goffstown and for medical appointments in Goffstown, Manchester, and Bedford. You can also gain access to any destination on the MTA system by connecting to Route 6 at the Shaw's Plaza. The MTA and Goffstown are looking forward to meeting your transportation needs. Give us a call now to schedule your first ride.
You're watching Grizzly Lacrosse.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to our live action here for the Goffstown Grizzly girls playing against the Kennett Eagles here on senior night for the Goffstown Grizzlies. And we'll just take a minute here just to recognize all of our seniors here real quick if we can get this in before the draw. Congratulations here again to Morgan Dodge, Nora Hansen, Abby Dubriel, Mariella Fales, Amelia Cole, Laura Cuddy, Peyton Duff, Dominique Webb, Kylie Peterson, and McKenna Kelly. We all love you very much, and congratulations on your senior year. Ball back in play, and Trinity Lund with a draw control. Ball pushed down the middle. Trinity Lund to Abby Dubriel. Nice job for the senior to be able to get on the board.
Goffstown goal scored by Abby Dubriel, assisted by Trinity Lund.
Way to come off right on that draw. Good scrap there for the Goffstown Grizzlies. All right, Mia Brissett, and that puts your Goffstown Grizzlies up 9-5 here with only 11 seconds into the quarter. And Trinity Lund with the ground ball, draw control, pushed over to Paige Winters, shot. Nice save by the Kennett goalie. Ella Coletti with the cause turnover, and nice job, Ella Coletti being able to pick that off. See if she can push this ball into the zone. Trinity Lund with the ball over to Morgan Dodge. Ball pushed over Mia Brissett. She's got a lane. Good collapse in defense there by the Kennett Eagles. Nice job being able to stop that drive. Oh, and that ball over the top of the head, so that goes through the sphere. So that's a sphere call. Ball over to Trinity Lund. Goffstown looking inside. Ball over to Morgan Dodge. Good to see her back in the game there. She had a pretty decent contusion on that leg. Looks like she's moving around well. That's good news for the Grizzlies. Glad to see the senior back on the field. Peyton Duff with the ball. Peyton Duff. And goal. Trinity Lund. Goal from Peyton Duff.
Goffstown goal scored by Trinity Lund, assisted by Peyton Duff.
And that there is Trinity Lund's career 100th point for the Goffstown Grizzlies. congratulations to her, Trinity Lunn, on getting her 100th point. So people might be asking at home, what are points? So points are a combination of goals and assists over their career. So she has, during their timeout here, it looks like they're going to do a quick celebration. So congratulations to her. And that really comes on a team effort and opportunities and being able to share the ball. So, again, congratulations to her, and see if the Grizzlies can close out their senior night here with a win. That puts them up 10-5. So congratulations again, and as the Grizzlies come back out to the field here and set themselves up. Good festive evening here for the Grizzlies on their senior night. And if you look out to the crowd there, we have a senior night whiteout in celebration of the seniors. Peyton Duff, again, having a heck of a day, being able to look inside there for her senior night here. 2 goals and racking up the assists here as well. Mia Brissett on the and scored it out. And kicked off of, did they keep it in? Great hustle play by Mia Brissett. And that hustle play is all Mia Brissett. Great job. That'll go down as a draw control for Trinity Lunn, although that really should go to Mia Brissett with that hustle play. Great individual effort there. And almost a caused turnover there for that lovely name again, Letty Zip. Quickly becoming my favorite Kennett player here. That hustle and motor, great job. Paige Winters with the ball, setting up in the Grizzlies offense. Good cut inside. And feed inside. Ground ball by Mia Brissett, and checking the sphere. That should put Mia Brissett on the 8-meter line. Nope, I'm sorry, I apologize. I put her on the 12. Look inside to Morgan Dodge. Mishandled there by the Grizzlies. And Kennett, again, looking to be able to push the ball. They've had great transition opportunities all day. Again, here we have Emma Zidzik pushing the ball. 2-on-3. Good hustle back here by the Grizzlies to be able to collapse on that defense. Kennett now in their offensive zone. Good look inside. Shot. And saved by Dominic Webb. Nice job. Ground ball by Laura Cuddy. Looks up the field. Pushes the ball up to Paige Winters. Let's see if the Grizzlies can counter here with some transition of their own. Great hustle back here by the Kennett Eagles. Paige Winters, great hustle down that sideline, being able to have a successful clear for the Grizzlies. Keep the ball. Ball over to Trinity Lunn, and Peyton Duff with the ball. And ball over to the middle. Trinity Lunn drives inside, shot. Wide of the cage and backed up by White. So a procedure call there again on the Grizzlies. Again, you can't start with the ball out of bounds. You have to establish yourself in play with your feet set before you can either make a throwing motion or a running motion. So costly turnover there for the Grizzlies. Ella Coletti, pure hustle machine here. Great ground ball by Ella Coletti. More times than not, you'll be calling her name if there's a ground ball involved. Trinity Lund trying to feed the ball down to Morgan Dodge. Great check there by the Eagles. And Morgan Dodge over to Mia Brissett. Feed inside. Mia Brissett and shot by Trinity Lund. Hit the goalie. Nice save by Kennett. Ella Coletti with a ground ball, drives inside. That's a sphere call. That should put her on the 8-meter. And she'll be right on this elbow. So she is a right-handed shooter, though. So if she can get inside, she'll have some net to be able to look at. Looks like some alignment issues there for the officials didn't like, so they're just kind of resetting people. That's why the quick whistle. And Ella Coletti pulls it out, looks inside to just missed that connection there with Paige Winters. She had an open lane to the cage. Good cause turnover there by Peyton Duff and ground ball by Trinity Lund. See if the Grizzlies push her, and nice job pulling out there, and they're just going to retain possession. 5:25 here left in the third quarter. Grizzlies are up 10-5. Good look inside. Ella Coletti, nice job. Peyton Duff to Ella Coletti. Again, Peyton Duff having a heck of a senior night here with another assist. Ella Coletti with the goal.
Ella Coletti, assisted by Peyton Duff.
And just kind of looking over here for Peyton Duff. Peyton Duff with 2 goals of her own on the day and having a heavy hand in most of these assists for today. Looking like she's racked up at least 4 assists on the day. Great senior night here for Miss Duff. All right, 11-5 for the Grizzlies. 5:18 left here in the third quarter. Ball squirted up. Good battle all day with these two. Mia Brissett pops it out. Straight out for herself. And draw control win for Mia Brissett. Great hustle as she's shown all day, being able to get that ball out there. Ball down to Lily Connor. And ball pushed up the side out to Paige Winters. And Neve Ravaz in the game. The touch here on offense, Stella Enman. Trinity Lund tried goal line extend there. Collapsed defense by the Kennett Eagles. Great job there, being able to close off that corner. Stella Enman with the ball. Good pressure defense there. Sphere call. Again, Letty Zip there with a little aggressive coming through the sphere. Nice job by the Grizzlies here, just kind of on the outside looking. Oh, good interception there by number 11, Haley Burke. Way to get that stick up there and pick that off. And again, your Kennett Eagles here on the run. Transition has been their best opportunity of the day. See if they push the ball or they pull it out to settle. Over number 15. Paige Winters with the cause turnover. Great interception there. Way to back check and be able to follow that all the way down. McKenna Fisher now with the ball. McKenna Fisher with a successful clear. McKenna Fisher carries to X. Sees Neve Ravaz cutting to the middle, just missed the connection there. Again, number 11, Haley Burke on that ground ball and back up, being able to push the ball for Kennett. Haley Burke here with the ball. Good ball control here by the Kennett Eagles, being able to push the ball into the offensive zone for a successful clear. Ball pushed inside by number 3. Great individual effort there by Isabel Frechette with the goal. Great individual cut, unassisted.
Kennett goal scored by Isabel Frechette.
Great individual cut there, weaving in through 3 players, being able to put that ball right into the back of the net and giving the Kennett Eagles up to a 6-goal marker here, finding themselves down by 5, but great individual effort there. Kennett is showing they get some possessions, and in that unsettled play, they can put the ball in the net. But your Goffstown Grizzlies here are controlling time of possession pretty well throughout the game. Ball squirted up. And Ella Coletti with the draw control win. Ella Coletti bringing the ball down to the side, down the alley, pulls it back out here and up to Paige Winters, and allows the Grizzlies to get into their offensive set. Peyton Duff with the ball. Good stacked up defense there by the Kennett Eagles. And that was Haley Burke there with the check, and Peyton Duff with a shot. Good ground ball there by Morgan Dodge. Head of steam, going to cage, shot, goal. Great ground ball pickup and individual effort there, unassisted Morgan Dodge.
Grizzlies goal scored by Morgan Dodge.
Morgan Dodge, as she has been all year, she gets ahead of steam. She is like a freight train. You're not stopping her when she comes down the field. Full head of steam there. You knew she was going to be able to put that in the back of the net. Nice individual effort there for the senior, especially after going down there in the first quarter with a leg contusion. Good to see her back on her feet at full speed. Mia Bissett here battling all day out in that draw circle. She's out there against Emma Zidzik. Emma definitely with a height advantage if she can pop that ball straight up. Ball squirted out. Weird bounce off the turf, and Mia Brissett with a draw control win. Strange bounce there off the turf. Sometimes with the turf and the rubber pellets, you know, just any kind of backspin on the ball can make it go crazy directions. Addie Glazier into the game for the Grizzlies. Peyton Duff kind of been quarterbacking all day. Tries to drive that side. Draws a crowd. See if there's any cutters that are open. Good pressure defense there by the Kennett Eagles. Peyton Duff showing some magic there with the stick and control. Looks cross side, backside. Usually where that open person is. Ball's on the ground. Who's coming up with it? Ball's still squirting around. Abby Dubriel with the ground ball. She looks inside, finds Gabby Millis. Oh, just a mishandle there. Morgan Dodge, shot out of a cannon. Morgan Dodge with that ground ball. See if it opens up for her. And Goffstown getting back into their offensive set. Looks inside, finds Mia Brissett. Excellent job. Morgan Dodge to Mia Brissett. Great goal by the Grizzlies finding the cutters.
Goal scored by Mia Brissett, assisted by Morgan Dodge.
Great job by the Grizzlies there. Good patience. Way to be able to bring that inside. Again, recognizing the time on the clock and trying to push that to the cage. Way to finish out that quarter. That puts the Grizzlies up by 7 now, 13-6, with 9 seconds left here in the third quarter. And 9 seconds left here. Technically, that's enough time to push the ball down the field. And ball squirted out and didn't go up, but it looks like they let it go. Kennett with the ball. Again, we said 9 seconds is enough time. Number 3 to the cage. Shot. And over the cage. Again, like we said, 9 seconds can be just enough time. That was a shot there by Isabel Frechette. Just a little bit high and over the cage. So we are going into the fourth quarter here where your Grizzlies, my apologies. Grizzlies are up 13-6 over the Kennett Eagles. We will be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back, everybody, to our fourth quarter action here for girls lacrosse in Goffstown, where your Goffstown Grizzlies are winning 13-6 over the Kennett Eagles. A little bit of a strange first quarter there, where you found your Eagles down by 2 goals going into that second quarter, and they ran off a 6-goal run to be able to give themselves the lead, and have not been able to look back yet. So see if they can close out this game. Again, this game has pretty big playoff implications, where the Kennett State Eagles sit at 5-6, and the Goffstown Grizzlies at 4-10, being able to try to jockey for that last position in Division II, where they may face either Merrimack or the Winnicott Warriors, who have a big matchup this week at the end of the season to determine the number 1 spot in Division II. And draw control win there for the Kennett Eagles, and that draw control goes to Letty Zip. Again, easy to call her a name all day when she's been having all the hustle plays like she has. Letty trying to test that side, collapsing defense. And looks like the Eagles called for a check there. That'll put Letty on the 8-meter mark. And McKenna Kelly back in net. And nice save there by McKenna Kelly. Emma Bird fighting for that ground ball. Who's got it? Peyton Duff with another ground ball. In through a lot of traffic there. Ball pushed up the field. Nebra Vaz with the ball. Another speedster here for the Grizzlies, as you can see. Right down the side. Good collapsing defense there by the Eagles. Eyes are up for Neve because she sees the cutter. Ah, just misses that connection. And Letty Zip with that ground ball. And Kennett Eagles being able to push the ball up the field. Again, they're transitioning, but the Grizzlies have 5 back. Looks like they're going to be able to force Kennett to have to get into a settled offense unless they can find a delayed cutter here. So number 3. That's number 3, Isabella Frechette, getting a little bit of pressure there by Amelia Cole. Good pressure defense. Good pressure defense there by Amelia Cole. Laura Cuddy contact. And shooting space called on the Grizzlies. Shooting space there on the Grizzlies. That looks like number 29. Shot wide of the cage. That was Myra Johnston. And Mariella fails in there, scrapping for that ground ball. Is she able to fight for that? Looks like they were in. Empty check there called, and Thea Susi was able to start with it. And possession for the Grizzlies. Kenna Kelly trying to get the ball quickly up the field. Great hustle play there by Ella Coletti. Toes just caught that sideline. Great hustle play, though, by Ella Coletti to try to keep that ball in. Again, the word hustle is pretty synonymous with Ella Coletti. Nice job there. Nice try to keep that in. Amelia Cole, push it up to Mia Brissett. Ball pushed up to Nebra Vaz. And Grizzlies with the ball. Lily Connor, already with 2 goals tonight, pushes inside to Morgan Dodge. And contact, no call. Turnover. And then again, no surprise, Letty Zip with the ground ball. Pretty sure she's in close to double digits today. Kennett Eagles pushing the ball up the field. Kennett's done a really good job in clearing the ball today and being able to, every time they have had a chance to clear the ball, they've pretty much been successful with those clears. Contact call there on Emma Dietzick. And ball out there to Isabel Frechette. Carrying that ball lefty. I'm going to go. She's a natural lefty here. Tries to come around goal line extended. Shot, score. Isabel Frechette, number 3, individual goal there, unassisted.
Kennett goal scored by Isabel Frechette.
Nice job by Isabel Frechette there, being able to have that individual effort. You could see that she had nothing but a goal in there on her mind there. Trying to get Kennett back into this game. See if they can go on a run here with 7:22 left here in the 4th quarter. Goffstown Grizzlies up 13-7. 7:22 is plenty of time to collect 6 goals together. Let's see how the Grizzlies respond. Ball popped out. And ball still squirting around on the turf. Pushed out. Niamh Rivaz with draw control. Again, head of steam. She only owes one speed, 100 miles an hour. Oh, good look inside of Paige Winters and just missed on that connection. Niamh Rivaz with that ground ball. Great job, individual effort there. Up around the head there. Good call by the official. We'll see where they place her. They place her outside on the 12. Looked like she was inside there to be able to get a shot, but... So even on the 12, they have to clear a 4 meter lane. So she could go to goal if it stayed open. Ball out to the side. Addie Glazier, good job keeping that in. Ball pushed out to the side. Gabby Millis with the ball. 6 minutes left here in the game. Tried to get it over to Addie Glazier. Ground ball by Addie Glazier. She looks inside, finds the cutter. And Niamh Rivaz with a ground ball, keeping possession for the Grizzlies. She has a lane down the middle. Shot. Saved by the Kennett Eagles. .57, that looks like Alex Sweeney. Finally got a name there for all you Kennett family members at home. Alex Sweeney in the net for the Eagles. And Isabella Frechette with a ground ball there. Emma Zidzik. Looks inside, finds number 6. Shot, goal. Number 6 is Grace Sanfilippo from number 22.
Kennett goal scored by Grace Sanfilippo, assisted by Emma Zidzik.
Nice job again there by the Kennett Eagles. So again, 2 in a row here. 5:18 left. Close that gap now. 13-8. That's 5-goal deficit. Great individual effort there. Being able to get the ball down. Again, their transition, unsettled play. Kennett Eagles have been able to find delayed cutters pretty consistently or get those opportunities to get to net. So Emma Zidzik and Mia Brissett out on the draw, who've been battling all day. Let's see how this one turns out. Ella Coletti and Trinity Lund back out on the draw circle. Ball's up and out. And draw control win by Kennett. Here we go. Make it, take it for them. Let's see how they do. Good crash. Shot. That should be backed up by White. Yep, a little confusion there on the end line. And yep, and that is a white ball. White, so whoever's closest to the ball on a shot retains possession. Laura Cuddy brings the ball up. Nice roll dodge. Kind of Fisher sees an open. Ella Coletti gets it to her. Ella Coletti pushes it up to Trinity Lund. She's got a little bit of a head of steam. Gets it out to Gabby Millis. See if the Grizzlies try to delay some clock here or if they still continue to press toward cage. Lily Connor with the ball. Ella Coletti. And ball up to Trinity Lund. Looks inside. And chopped down there by the Kennett Eagles. And Emma Bird on the nice job. Lily Connor with the ground ball. That was McKenna Fisher with a caused turnover. And let's see if the Grizzlies start to pull it out here. Get a little patience here. 3:49 left. They don't have to push the cage. Again, this game has some playoff implications here. See how they can. Ball mishandled, and that's an unforced error there for the Grizzlies. That's a turnover. Kennett now with the ball. Number 11 here, Haley Burke. Look at that speed coming up that side. Nice job, Mia Brissett being able to cut that ball off and turn it back inside. And a little bit of push here. A lot of numbers here for Black. Laura Cuddy takes on the Dodger. Isabella Frechette called her name a lot today. Good patience, good control from the natural lefty. Looks inside, finds number 6. And it looks like it just slipped out of her stick. Thea Susi with the ball. Let's see if she can push this up the field. Letty Zip being able to make up 10 yards difference there. And ball off there, Morgan Dodge. Let's see if they keep it in. Yep, they do. 2:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies are up 13-8. See how they close this one out. Peyton Duff with the ball. And ball over there to Trinity Lunn. Grizzlies looking to get into their offense. Peyton Duff with her excellent senior night. Tried to look inside to Trinity Lunn. Addie Glazier with the backup. That's an empty check. Good hustle play there. Grizzlies retain the ball. Ball up to Neve Vaz. And Trinity Lunn with the ball. Over to Peyton Duff. Peyton Duff down that side. Good check there by the Kennett Eagles. Empty check there. That'll be black ball. 1:25 and counting here in the game. Grizzlies just have to be able to slow this up here. See if they can get the ball back. And that is number 6 being able to push the ball up at Grace Sanfilippo. And Kennett with 1 minute left here in the game, seeing if they can put something on the board. Trinity Lunn, a little contact outside. Heavy contact there by number 20, Laura Cuddy. That'll put Isabelle Frechette on the line. That's critical scoring. That's stop. And save there by McKenna Kelly. Save McKenna Kelly. Emma Zidzik with the ball, looking inside. Finds Letty Zip. Back and forth. And to top off a heck of a day, Letty Zip with the goal from Emma Zidzik.
Kennett goal scored by Letty Zip, assisted by Emma Zidzik.
Again, heck of a day for number 24 from Kennett. Way to be able to top off that game for her here with 24 seconds. And how fitting is that? Number 24 with 24 seconds left in the game. You can't write these things up for sports. It's just amazing. So unless stranger things can happen, it looks like your Goffstown Grizzlies with 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter will walk out with a very important win here for potential playoff seeding. Let's see how we finish out. Ella Coletti with a draw control win. Looks up to Neve Vaz, 16 seconds left, 15 seconds left. And that puts Neve Vaz on the hanging hash. Tough angle for a right-handed shooter here. Let's see if she can get inside. It gives her some more angle to shoot. Let's see how the Grizzlies go at it. She's got the speed to get there. Just cradled it out. And that looks like that's how the game will finish up. 13-9, your Goffstown Grizzlies move to 5-10, keeping their playoff hopes alive as they move on to play Kingswood this week. Another important game for potential playoff seeding. So congratulations again to the Goffstown seniors on their senior evening, walking away with a win and being able to enjoy the rest of the evening's festivities. Thank you guys very much for this evening and joining us, and we will see you again later on this week. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.